If you have a great network, you will not have to do the hard work of going and interviewing and interviewing. If you don't have a great profile, most likely people are not going to accept your request to connect and to add you to their network. Look at whoever's posted the jobs and find all the people in the senior position in that company and send them a connection request. Alright, welcome back to yet another episode of the Marketing Nerdz podcast. And in this episode, I want to talk about an important topic, which is how do you get a job in digital marketing? Now, I know that's a really important topic because I have so many students asking me, hey Karan, what do we do to get a job in digital marketing? I have been learning stuff, I did a course and stuff like that. So how do I get a job now? Well, in this episode, I want to reveal the answer to that, which is how do you get a job in digital marketing. And I am breaking down the process or my secret formula into 3 steps, right? And I will be doing a 3-part series for this topic. So this topic will be divided into 3 parts because my formula is divided into 3 parts. So in today's episode, I will talk to you about the first step in getting a job in digital marketing. Now, this may not be for everybody, right? This is for people or for candidates who are really serious of getting an awesome job and securing their future. So if you are one of them, if you are really kicked about securing your future and getting a great job, this episode is for you. This is the formula that you should go with if you're looking at getting a job, right? So let me give you a personal example of how I got great jobs when I started my career. So after engineering, I came back to Mumbai when I wanted to be an actor, right? So I knew that just by going and auditioning would really not take me far off. If I go and audition like 50,000 other people who audition, the chances of me ever getting a role or getting selected for a movie is minimal. I understood way early in my career that it's all about relationships. It's all about building your network, which is exactly what I focused on at the start of my career. So instead of spending a lot of time, auditioning, I started spending more time in building my network. I started connecting and associating with the best directors and the best actors. I would find a way to get in their network, with the best casting people, with the best assistant directors, and slowly my network started to grow. And at one point, I got a call from a friend who was also the casting person at UTV, and he said that, hey, you know what, we have this new show coming up, do you want to work as an actor in the show? And I was kicked. I was like, yes, of course I want to, right? So that's how it all worked out for me. I did not audition for it, I just got invited to act in it, right? So that's how things work. If you have a great network, you will not have to do the hard work of going and interviewing. But unfortunately, then my health just went for a toss and I had to be, bedridden for almost 1.5 years. And that's when I thought, hey, acting, forget it. I should focus on something. So I took fitness seriously because my health was like completely off. And that's when I started loving fitness. And I wanted to, get a great job in the fitness industry. And again, instead of, working for multiple gyms and going the traditional way, I just started networking with the best people in the fitness industry, right? From Kazhat Kapadia to all the other people. I started networking with them. I started forming a relationship with them. And that immediately got me placed in the best gym. And that immediately got me in the best network, right? So I was exposed to the best clients, including celebrities and all the other top clients. And while all the other trainers were charging 5,000 rupees a month, I was at that point charging 5,000 rupees per session in just 6 months, right? That's how short of a time it took me to go from 0 to 5,000, like what the best trainers were charging at that point. So again, the entire thing was based around creating a network and finding a network. Like eventually your worth is equal to your network, right? So how do you go about digital marketing, right? You must be like, enough of your stories. So what the heck do we do with your story, correct? That's what you must be thinking. But the examples were contextual. So this is what I was trying to get at. There's one way in which you can do the hard work of looking for the companies, going and interviewing like everybody does, right? So you don't stand out with that. Of course you stand out in the interview with your skills, but then it does not really create a network. And if you want to have a long successful career in digital marketing, right, you need to create a network. You need to be a part of the network of the smartest people in your industry. And if you are in the network, I can guarantee that you'll have a great career. You will be given opportunities to work for the best companies at a very high salary. So how do you go about creating a network, right? That's step number 1 in finding a great job in digital marketing. How do you enter the network of the best digital marketers? So step number 1, and this is not very different from finding clients, right? For agencies, when they are looking to find clients, they need to be a part of great network. Similarly, when you're looking to find a great job, you need to be part of a great network. So step number 1, if you already don't have your LinkedIn account, create a LinkedIn account, right? That's step number 1, because LinkedIn also has a jobs tab on the social media platform, right? LinkedIn has a jobs tab. So once you create an account, and make sure your account looks really good. It shouldn't be really fluffy, or it should be not generic. It has to be well organized. So if you want references, go check out my account of how does it look, what does it talk about, what does it convey. So before you start connecting, building your network, you need to have a really good LinkedIn profile, because if you don't have a great profile, most likely people are not going to accept your request to connect and to add you to their network. So make sure your account looks great. Typically answer the following question in your profile. What do you do? So obviously you're a digital marketer, so talk about that. How can you help companies with your digital marketing skills and stuff like that, right? What do you do? How can you help? And your credentials, right? Or maybe a case study, or maybe something that you've observed while doing your course, or a case study that you worked on. Add that case study and throw in your observation in your LinkedIn profile. So when we start building your network to get an amazing job, people who should accept you in the network should look at your profile and say, I am talking to a good candidate here, right? That's the first step. First impression matters, right? So make sure you do that. Bam. So once you're done with that, once you've created a great profile, step number 2, go to the jobs section, right? And LinkedIn also will start suggesting you jobs in the digital marketing space, because they look at all the keywords in your profile, and based on the keywords you've used in your profile, they also suggest jobs in that profile. And even if they don't, you can just go to the jobs tab and search for digital marketing jobs. Next, all the companies that are listed, make sure you go and find who is the hiring person for in those companies, right? And who are the people in the higher position in those particular companies. Let's say who's the CEO, who's the marketing head, who's the digital marketing head, who's the HR, who's the CFO, who's the COO, who's the business head, right? Find all these people, find all their profiles on LinkedIn for the company that's been listed, and send them a connection request. As simple as that, right? Look at whoever's posted the jobs and find all the people in the senior position in that company and send them a connection request. That's step number 1. Now, when you're sending a connection request, don't just send a connection request. On LinkedIn, you also have an option of adding notes when you send a connection request, right? So make sure that you add a note while you send a connection request, so that people see, hey, you took the effort to say hi to them, not just randomly send a connection request. So add a note, say something like, hi first name, or hi sir, I came across your profile and I have been going through your website, or I have been reading a lot of interesting stuff about your site, and I just sort of connecting with you and congratulating you for your great work. Or I love your company, I have been a customer if it's a e-commerce store, and so just wanted to say thank you for your great products, and I'm a big fan of your company, right? Something that gets you the attention of the heads in that company, people in the senior position in that company, right? Eventually it's all about networking. Life is about networking. The better and the bigger your network, the more successful you can be, right? So that's what I focus on teaching in the course. It's not just about the course, it's about different skills that help you become successful in life. So make sure you do this, you connect with everybody in a senior position in the company, send them a note, tell them about why do you like the company, and congratulate them for running such a brilliant or an amazing company. That's step number 1. What do you do after that is what's coming in the second part of this series, which is how to get a job in digital marketing. So make sure you follow the step. Step 1, start focusing on your network, so that you are never going to struggle to get a job or have a successful career in digital marketing. And if you do this, I can guarantee, I can promise you that you'll have a great, successful, long-lasting career. Trust me on that. Life is that simple. It's all about your network, right? So I'm hoping that today you'll take some time out and start building your network. And don't just stop once you get a job. Keep doing this, right? Of course, step 2 and step 3 are coming in tomorrow and day after, but keep doing this. Even once you have a job, I don't at this point stop in building my network. I continue to build my network, right? So it's just a process that's ongoing. So I hope you're doing that today. I hope you take some time out to build your network. I will talk to you soon. That's tomorrow in the next part of this series of how to get a job in digital marketing. And make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, because I post a ton of amazing videos to help you get a better job, to become a better digital marketer, and with a lot of other tips and strategies to have a successful career. This is me, Karan Dharamsi, the CEO of the Marketing Nerdz, signing off for today. Take care and have a good day.